will kick this away to start us off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better...
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Burden. Gets made on the out route. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Canes. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Miami 7, USC 0.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. In the clear at the 25. It's a nice game. You move the football up to the 27.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 47.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Trojans with first and 10 here. They're going to run it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the plus 27. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Burden. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And just, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players. When you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss, I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Here's the second down play. And he's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
The Canes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
The offense threatening now, first and goal. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown for the U.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7.
That makes the score Miami 14, USC 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though, they tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
First down, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he'll be brought down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he make it to the marker? Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat ton of hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Running back. He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Linebacker shifting around now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Long enough and good. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
That's reeled in. It's Sanders. Gets into space at the 50. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the 1st half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the 1st half already.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And the Canes looking to run some tempo here. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Fighting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The offense is back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. The back's got it. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game, where he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. On 1st down, it's play action. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. The Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And they'll use the ground game here. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Burden. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. Check this out, a fake. They'll try to throw for it. It falls incomplete, and the attempted fake fails. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close.
Yeah, they try to catch a mapping here, but let's give credit to the return team. They were able to force that incompletion. But I like the call, but the execution most definitely could have been better.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern California. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope for defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Pressure is coming. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Burden. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Trojans. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this deep and begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. They're going to run it here. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments of what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Handoff heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
And that's the advantage of having a big running back like that. They're just so tough to bring down. This guy always seems to fall forward, and you almost never see him tackled for a loss.
They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Touchdown, USC. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching your lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 13.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Burden. Defense is coming after him. Looking right. This one caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain in that completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And, boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution, boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Got it.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And the runner takes off to his right. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Game 2. 2nd down. Ready up. Set.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now... third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USC 31, Miami 14.
A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Looking to throw. It's Burden. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the balls even snap, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Just ran away from the defense. Extra point try coming now. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It makes this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
The pocket breaking down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? And the offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Dropping back. It's Burden. Caught for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a quick grab. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.